For this review, we simply need to continue what we have learned from the previous discussions that we had about the linear equations. Okay po. So this time, once again, as mentioned last time, we say that linear equations can be used to describe many relationships and processes in the physical world and thus play a big role in science. Kaya nga lagi natin sinasabi para magkapatid si mathematics and si science. I'm so sorry kung ganito po yung boses ni ma'am. Medyo nagre-recover pa lang si ma'am. Okay? So, the equation of the line can be determined using the following formula. So, for this slope-intercept form, I know that you are all familiar with this one since I already mentioned this last discussion. So, we have the slope-intercept form in which y is equal to mx plus b. Then the point slope form, which is y minus y sub 1 is equal to m multiplied by quantity x minus x sub 1. And the last one is the 2-point form, or y minus y sub 1 is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1 multiplied by quantity x minus x sub 1. So we are here for our example number 1. So for this example, we are dealing with the slope and its y-intercept. So we need to find the equation of the line. Again, equation of the line whose slope is 3 and y-intercept is -5. So with that, since the given is a slope, or m is equal to 3, and y-intercept, which is associated with b, is equal to -5, we can actually use what kind of formula? So with that po, since ang given natin ay si slope at si y-intercept, we can actually use the formula y is equal to mx plus d. So for our step number 2, we need to substitute now the given and simplify. So si m mo is 3, nilagay natin. Si b mo is -5, nilagay din po natin. So we have now 3 multiplied by x is 3x, so n, of course, minus 5. So meron na po tayong um, value. Nakuha na natin siya. But we need to write this in standard form. We all know that the standard form is ax plus by is equal to c. So again, we can change this by using the APE or the transposition method. So, lipat lang natin si -3x, change the position, so the sign will be changed. So, from positive 3x, it became -3x, then copy plus y is equal to -5. Now, nasa may form na ax plus by plus c na siya. However, in most cases, ayaw natin na yung a natin is negative. Para mas proper din po siya, we simply need to multiply this whole equation to -1. So, if ever na ilalagay po natin, let's see, mag-draw tayo. So, if we are going to multiply this by -1, yan. So we have -1 multiplied by -3x, we got 3x. -1 multiplied by positive y, that is -y. And -1 times -5, we have positive 5. So with that, we get all now the answer of 3x minus y is equal to 5. That is for our example number 1. Next would be for our example number 2. I'm sorry, hindi ko nalagyan na animation. So for our example number 2, we have the slope and a point. So this time, given po si slope which is 5 and yung point natin na 3 and 2. So base dito sa given, ano yung pwede natin gamitin daw na formula? So nagpakita tayo kanina ng iba't ibang formula. Dito po for our step number 1, since our given are the slope and a point, we will use the formula of y minus y sub 1 is equal to m multiplied by x minus x sub 1. So for our step number 2, substitute the given and simplify. So ang y sub 1 mo is 2 and yung x sub 1 mo is 3. Ang slope mo is 5. Kaya po meron tayo na buo na y minus 2 is equal to 5 multiplied by x or quantity x minus 3. Then we simply need to multiply 5 or distribute 5 kay x and negative 3. So 5 times x is 5x. 5 times 3 is 15 minus po siya. So minus yung inilagay natin dito. Next is, so pagsamahin natin yung mga details sa may right. Ang natira po sa kaliwa ay si y. So y now is equal to 5x minus 15 from negative 2 naging positive 2 na po siya. Or then again, we can use the APE or transposition. Next is pagsamahin yung common which is parehong constant si negative 5 and si positive 2. That's why we have y is equal to 5x minus 13. And for our step number 3, once again, we need to write this in standard form. So, nauna mo na siya nakita. Pag inilipat natin, or we have the transposition method or the APE, it will become negative 5x plus y is equal to negative 13. And then, gaya ng ginawa natin kanina sa example number 1, we need to multiply this form or this equation by negative 1 para masimplify natin si a dun sa ax plus by is equal to c. So again, pag minultiply po natin by negative 1, so negative 1 multiplied by negative 5x, it will become 5x. Negative 1 times positive y, negative y. And negative 13 times negative 1, it's positive 13. So we have now the equation 5x minus y is equal to 13 for our example number 2. For our example number 3, we need to find the equation of the line passing through the points 3, 6, and 4, 2. So this time, it's different from the first two examples since there is no given slope. There are only given 2 points. With that, if 2 points po ang given, of course, we're going to use the 2-point form. Okay, yung y minus y sub 1 is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1 multiplied by quantity x minus x sub 1. So yung mga sub-sub na yan, nire-represent niya yung kung pang ilan siya dun sa given point. Okay po? So for our step number 2, once again, substitute the given and simplify. So with that po, ayan, nilagay lang po natin lahat ng given. Kung pang ilang x siya, kung pang ilang y. So meron po tayong mabubuo na y minus 6 is equal to 2 minus 6 all over 4 minus 3 multiplied by x minus 3. Okay po. And next po is, so 2 minus 6 is simply negative 4. 4 minus 3 is simply positive 1. Then rewrite the other parts na lang po. So, pag sinimplify natin si negative 4 over 1, that is simply negative 4. Then, we simply need to distribute negative 4 to x minus 3. So, we have negative 4 times x is negative 4x. Negative 4 times negative 3 is positive 12. Next po is, lipat lang natin. Again, it can be transposition or APE na binanggit ko sa inyo. So, magiging y is equal to negative 4x plus 12 plus 6. From minus 6, it became plus 6. So, combine like terms. So, like terms po natin si 12 at si 6. So, we have y is equal to negative 4x plus 18. And again, for step number 3, we simply need to write this in standard form. Ang standard form natin ay yung ax plus by is equal to c. So, pag nilipat po natin, again, transposition or APE, we have from negative 4x, we became 4x plus y is equal to 18. That's why this is our equation of the line. And for our example number 4, we need to solve problems involving linear equations into variables. It is important for you to know the real-life application of this lesson, and it can be used in some aspects of our lives. So for this example, suppose you are working in a fast food company, then you earn 48 pesos per hour with additional 25 pesos every payout. So the question is, how much will you earn if you will work 4 hours? Okay po. So let us see what would be the solution for this problem. So we let your earning be the variable y and the r be the variable x. Again, you can use different variables from the alphabet since the variable usually represents the letters in the alphabet. But then again, most of the time, we keep on using x and y as our variables. So we might say your pay is based on the hours you work. Okay? So again, y natin ay ginawa nating earnings and yung oras naman ay 4 hour x. Wow, okay. So with that, we can actually form an equation or linear equations out of these variables. So y, di ba sabi yung earnings natin yan, is equal to 48 x. 48x kasi 48 pesos per hour. Ang R natin is x, di ba po? So 48x plus 25 because nakalagay dito sa problem with additional 25 pesos. So, yun po ang ating magiging formula. So, with that po, for our solution, we let the value of x is equal to 4. Bakit po 4? Balikan po natin, ayun no, how much will you earn if you will work 4 hours? So, we simply need to substitute 4 hours in the value of, in our x. So, dito po, y is equal to 48 multiplied by 4 plus 25. 48 times 4 is 192 plus 25. So y is equal to 217. So with this kind of solution, we can get the answer of 217 pesos is the money that you will earn if you will work for 4 hours. So that's a simple application of this lesson po in our real life situations. So for your performance task time that you can see on your SLG is you need to solve for the equation of the line given the needed data. So again, there are several ways, di ba po, sa pagsusolve. Paano kapag ang given mo ay slope tsaka y-intercept? Paano po pag ang given mo ay slope and a point? Or kapag ang given mo naman ay 2 points, paano mo siya po isosolve? So, of course, there is a rubric here on how we're going to rate you with your answers po. Of course, the process or the computation ay kailangan po natin yan. Okay? So, same with for our enrichment activity number 2, there's just a problem solving. So we simply need to answer this and of course show your solution. You can easily access this and see this on your SLG po mga anak. And again, for our wrap-up activity, this is just simply 5 bonus points to for you to answer the question if do you agree that the slope intercept form y is equal to mx plus b can be used when 2 points on a line are given. So y or y not, y or y not, then you simply need to cite an example. So if you have questions, clarifications, you are free to DM me po mga anak, and you can actually watch this during your vacant time or in your most convenient time. So thank you for watching, and I'm hoping na naintindihan po yung lesson na ito. So thank you.